can't sing. Hi, you guys. We are live. Hi, welcome to Shanda Hot Topic. All right, you guys. I love that song. That sets off the atmosphere for me, you guys. Count it all joy. Weeping may come during the night, but joy come in the morning. Amen. You guys, you don't know how that part is so important to me. If you have not lost a child, you know, we weep, but joy come in the morning. Amen. I'm here today. I'm supposed to be here today with Miss Patricia Ward. And I would like to say some things about her today. Miss Patricia Ward is Curtis Wilson. Williamson son. She lost her son how many years ago? 29 years. And still fighting for the Curtis law. And I supposed to have her on my show today, but I have her partner on here, and we're going to talk about all the great things that she and he is doing in our community, because she's just not a voice for her son that she lost 29 years ago. She's a voice for every child here in our community. And so she's doing great and wonderful things in our community. And I would like to bring her partner here to talk about the great things that they want to bring to our community. And let him introduce himself.
Hi.
Hi.
My name is Ty Ponder, and I'm with the NAACP IXO program. I'm an alumni of the program. I competed in the program in visual arts when I was in high school.
Oh, wow.
And I went off to college in Atlanta and kind of stayed away for a while. It didn't do much with the program. And then when I moved back to Jacksonville, I got back involved with the program. I became a visual arts judge. When I started by working with the program, and then as time progressed on, now I'm the co-chair of IXO under the leadership of Sandra Thompson. She's the chair of the program, and I'm the co-chair of the program.
Okay. What's the name of the program again?
It's called IXO, and it stands for Afro-Cultural Technological Scientific Olympics. And what it is 34 categories. And you have the dance, you have music, you have art, filmmaking, the humanities, the STEM, and kids compete on the local level. That's held every year at Douglas Anderson School of the Arts. But 9th through 12th grade, any high school can compete in the program. We just held our local competition on April the 18th. We have 13 students that we're going to be taking to Chicago this summer to compete in over 15 categories this summer. So we're hoping we bring back some gold medals as we did last summer. We went to Charlotte and we brought back home 6 medals. So we're trying to keep that momentum going to bring back more medals at Chicago this summer, where IXO actually started by the late Vernon Jarrett.
So how do you guys get the students?
We get the word out to each high school. I particularly go out to the schools, Douglas Anderson in particular. That's where a lot of our students come from, being that it's the School of the Arts. But the program, like I said, is open up to any high school student. So we get the information out. We try to work, you know, with the schools and the kids. They come and they apply. I feel like we can do a little better of getting the word out, because it's still the best kept secret in Jacksonville, but it's a really good program. So my mission is to get the word out more. Douglas Anderson, recently they let me come out to the school. I went in the theater and over 30 kids came in to learn about the program. So I want that to be all high schools in Jacksonville, to let me or one of my colleagues come out and speak with the students and tell them about the program. The program is a really good program. You don't just go there to compete. You win all type of scholarship money.
Oh, wow.
You never know who's there. One of Beyonce's choreographer, Anthony Burrell, he's over the award ceremony. He's the creative director. So you have one of our dancers that competed in ISO. I'm not sure, she's not up here, but her name is Akilah Cornelius. And she's now dancing for Beyonce.
Oh, wow.
She's been in The Color Purple, the new movie.
Oh, wow.
She's really doing great things. We have students like Johan Sweets that came through the ISO program that has won a Grammy, Jameson Ross, and the list just goes on of kids that have came through this program, some of them my friends, and really doing great things, and their career have took off. We had a student last year named Samuel Nelson. Fresh out of high school, he was going to a school in New Jersey called Montclair. He got an agent, and now he's the youngest MJ on Broadway.
Oh, wow, that's great. And so, Douglas Anderson is the first and only school? How would TDH, my school, can get involved?
I believe we came out to your school actually on last year. Me and Monique, we spoke with some of the kids about the program. So that's why I want to do more of that, get out to, more high schools, because it's not just for Douglas Anderson. The auditions is held at Douglas Anderson, but it's open up to all, high schools this year. Like I said, we're taking 13 students, and 2 of those students, one of them is Princess Neely. She's just going to be her 3rd year. We're going to nationals. She's a senior at Rains High School, and then we have a student that's going to be competing in filmmaking this year, and he's also from Rains High School. So that's made me feel good that we got some other high schools that's going to go with us to national this year, because it's always fun to see how the kids that go to other schools and how they learn so much from each other, and being that they all are at different high schools but in the same city.
Okay, so you guys did come to TDH, you said last year.
Yes, ma'am.
So how would our kids, now this is a question I want to ask, do you practice on our site, or do the kids have to be transported to Douglas Anderson?
So what it is, when we have our auditions, we always get the information out. I'll make a flyer, someone will make some type of flyer so the students can see. We pass them out. We have our NAACP meetings here every month. We pass them out at those meetings to try to pretty much get the word out. And if you want to come to the auditions, you can, it's always information how to reach out to myself or either Sandra Thompson, and I will help you get through the process, because like this year it changed. Applications went online. Normally it was a paper application, but this year everything went online. So I got out and helped students, because it was a lot of errors, because every time when you do something new, it always don't work out as smoothly as you think it is. So they still was working out the kinks of it, and I got out and helped some students fill out the application. Like I said, we had a student that even auditioned from First Coast. So the word, we get it out, but it's just not gotten out enough.
I can understand that. Well, hopefully this will help get it out there. So it's just not for public schools, it's for private schools as well?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so my private schools if you guys are interested in wanting, give me your company name again.
It's ISO. NAACP ISO.
NAACP ISO. If you guys want to be a part of the dance, what is?
You have painting,
right?
You have drawing, and then like I said, you have the STEMs as well. So you have biology, you have mathematics. Last year we took a student and she won silver medal in architecture and mathematics. So you have that STEM portion. It's not just the arts. You have the humanities as well. Like I said, it's 34 categories. There's even culinary arts. We haven't, as a Jacksonville chapter, tapped into the culinary arts yet, because it's a process. It's not just showing up to an audition and auditioning like the rest of them, but we're going to soon get into it, because at the national level, the culinary students actually get the biggest reward. They get a $40,000 scholarship, I believe, to the Cordon Bleu. So we're going to tap into that soon to get more students involved in culinary, because you got a lot of kids here. I heard it's a program at Rains, I believe. I was told that they had a program for culinary arts, so that's definitely a program
that's
that
good. They
I'm
must
getting
be,
to.
okay. Well, that's good. I didn't know that. So once they audition, and so they have to audition to be a part of the program, right?
They come to DA and they audition in whatever category they signed up online. We have judges from our community, many professionals, many renowned dancers, Broadway actors, a lot of good professionals in our community, and they judge the students. We have a gold, silver, and bronze medalists. Like I say, the gold medalists advance to nationals, which will be held in Chicago this summer. Parents typically don't pay for anything. We pay for the hotel, we pay for air flight, we feed the kids when they are there. And that's all because our community. We have a great community here that, help us out, raise money, to get those kids to nationals, because it's a really good experience. Like we always tell the kids, it doesn't matter if you don't win on the national level, because you don't know who's there to see you. Is always, at the right place at the right time or whatnot, and just to soak in that experience of nationals. So by the auditions is over locally, the mission hasn't stopped. We still gonna mentor those kids and make sure they are top notch when they get to nationals. We're also gonna open up mentorship to the students that didn't win to go to nationals this summer. So that's what we're mainly working on, mentoring kids in the arts, the STEM, and the humanities. I have a couple of friends that went to DA with me, and they want to get involved and really start mentoring the kids, because we have a lot of talent here in Jacksonville.
So you guys going to come inside the school and mentor these children?
Most likely we're going to hold mentoring sessions here. We'll get the word out, but they'll most likely be here at the Beaver Street Enterprise Center. And like I said, we'll get the word out whenever we're holding those master classes, whether it's theater, visual arts, dance, humanity, you name it. We got so many people, a lot of our judges that judged our local competition this year are ramped up, and they're excited about ITSO. A lot of them was alumni, and a lot of them, it was their first time hearing about it, and they just were so amazed at the program, so they want to come join us and help get these master classes kicked off.
Oh wow, that's great. That's wonderful. So were you a part of the Curtis Law? Were you a part of what Ms. Ward has going on, Ms. Patricia Ward, and y'all just transitioned?
No, ma'am, I hadn't been a part of that yet. Ms. Patricia Ward, she's one of our jewels here in the NAACP, and she's actually she's a part of the ITSO committee as well. But I would like to get involved in more, with the NAACP and more things, that the NAACP have going on.
So, continue to tell some more about your program, and then give the people where they can go and find the program.
You can go on, I believe that website is right here behind us, actually. You can go to...
You're going to put that website on JAXNAP.org. And you also can get more information on the national website. That's at NAACP.org/ACT-SO. So that's NAACP.org/ACT-SO. And you can get all the information down on that website. It'll tell you about the program and tell you where you can donate to the program as well, and you get familiar with the program to tell you what the mission of the program is. So what are the age groups? It's 9th through 12th grade, so whatever age
I haven't been in school for so long. This is actually my 20th year.
Ninth starts around about 15, 16.
I believe so. So 9th through 12th grade students can compete in the program. I'm actually gonna start at, because I got so many people keep asking about middle school, and though you can't audition while you're in middle school, I think I want to start getting with the 8th graders, getting them ramped up, because you always have 9th graders that don't know about the program. But if we've gotten to you in the 8th grade, you know when you get to the 9th grade, you know what you have looking forward to participate in the ISO program. I always tell people you have to, local competition, we try to have a really nice local competition, but the local competition is nothing compared to being at nationals. At nationals, it's pretty much like being at I tell people like the Essen Festival. This year it's going to be the 15th through the 19th of July, and typically to walk you through a day in ISO, when the kids arrive, 8 o'clock, probably 8 p.m. that night, everyone's in the big ballroom, all the students from all across the United States, from all 52 states, everyone got on their t-shirts. I always like to get the kids here nice t-shirts made, so everyone's representing their city. You have Larry Brown, the director over ISO. He comes out and he gets the kids pepped up for what's coming the week that's they're going to be competing. And then that Thursday, you typically go into the visual arts and the humanity kids. They are auditioning all day on Thursday. There's master classes going on for the kids that's not auditioning. There's always something going on, and then you're going into that Friday, and you have the performing arts kids. So all the kids that's do performing arts, whether it's dance, music, instrument, dramatics, they all are going to audition on that Friday. And when auditions commence, the students go directly into rehearsal, because there's going to be a big award ceremony on that Sunday where you're going to find out who won gold, silver, and bronze, and is going to take home the scholarship money. So it's like being at the Grammys. Anthony Burrell, he puts on a really good show. You have the dancers, the singers, the kids that competed in dramatics and poetry. They're all a part of the award ceremony, and you never know who's going to pop out at the award ceremony. One year we had Anthony Anderson pop out at the award ceremony because he's an alumni of Ike, so he competed in Los Angeles. You have Kanye West, you have Alicia Keys, Jada Pinkett Smith. They all competed in this same program when they were in high school and went off to nationals and competed in ISO. So it's a real prestigious program for people not to, know what the program is, but a lot of our greats have competed in this same program in their local and went on to nationals to compete as well.
So how long the program been? Because this really is my first time ever hearing it.
And it's funny, like I said, it's going to be in Chicago this year where it started. Vernon Jarrett started in 1978. It started out as a local program. Then Vernon Jarrett took it, thank God, he took it to the NAACP and said that this is a program we need to adopt within the NAACP. And they went on, and the next year, it was 3 cities, I believe, that participated in the program. And then that third year, it was more cities that participated. So this year in Chicago, where it all started, it's the 49th anniversary. So we're going to start kicking off for next year, 50-year anniversary. So next year, it'll be around for 50 years, the IPSO program.
Oh, wow. Wow, that's great. That is great. So the kids, the students, they do all the practicing at Douglas Anderson.
No, ma'am. We have mentors that sometimes they'll come up here and, like I said, they'll practice with the kids. A lot of our kids that do come from DA, they have a lot of their mentors and their professors at the school that also help get them shaped and ready for nationals, and our dancers have always been so lucky. You have Kezia, she owns Jacksonville Center of the Arts, and she's been one of our judges for years now, so she's always there to help us prep our dancers to get prepared when they get to nationals. Likewise, myself, being that I competed in visual arts and photography at Pacific.
So you know how to dance?
No, I don't dance. I can't dance. I'm kind of shy too, but I guess I'm doing quite well. But I'm a visual artist, so we are typically shy, introvert people or whatnot. So I help the kids that compete in visual arts. I never won at the national level, but now that I'm an adult, I see why I didn't win. I see what I didn't do right to win at the national level. So I help the kids get it right. And so far, for the past few years, the kids that I have critiqued and mentored in visual arts, they have went to nationals and they have placed. So that kind of makes me very proud that
you got it.
Makes me very proud that I'm helping them win, and when they get to nationals and win that scholarship money.
Yeah. Oh, wow, that's great. So these kids have a great future that they could become rich and famous.
Correct. And it's a good thing, too, to put on your resume, that you competed in ITSO as well, because like I said, it's a very prestigious program. You have so many people that are doing very well that have came through the program. Been mentored through the program. So I always say I don't want it to be the best kept secret. I want everybody to know about ITSO because of the amazing program it is.
It is an amazing program. It sounds like it's an amazing program. And I know myself, TDH, we definitely want to be a part of it. And hopefully we get a whole lot of, private schools that be involved with you guys' program, because these are the type of programs that we need.
Correct.
It comes with mentor, it comes with guidance, and comes with structure. So it's great for our community.
And it definitely comes with structure. I like to tell people sometimes, when we get a certain age, I don't want to call them older people. I'm going to just say seasoned people. We try to shy away from them or whatever, but I like to say, soak in that knowledge. Have learned so much being a part of the ITSO program, because we have people like Miss Sandra Thompson that so enrich in this community, and you learn so much from her and Miss Aikens. Ms. Thompson, she was at the march, the first march on Washington. That was very interesting to me to learn that she was actually at the march, on Washington. My last year at competing in ITSO, we went to DC to compete that year. And Corinne Brown, while we were from Jacksonville, she had a luncheon for us in her office, and then she took us into the Capitol, and we sat and we watched them vote in the Capitol, and that has stuck with me all these years, because we didn't just go there to compete, and we got to go sit in the Capitol and watch them vote for something so amazing. So we kind of have kept that kept that going with every year we try to find something in that city for the kids to do. We've been to the Black Holocaust Museum in Milwaukee. We went to the Negro Baseball League when we were in Boston for ITSO. So we do a lot of things outside of ITSO when we in the city try to find something with our black culture. And I'm so excited this year because Chicago, we're going to be going into the Obama Library with the kids while we're in Chicago for ITSO. What
date this is? I might be a volunteer and go.
We're going to be there from July. We're going to be there from July 15th through the 20th, but the program is from the 15th through the 19th. It's commenced on the 19th award ceremony, but we always fly back in the next morning.
So how many students going?
We're taking 13 students
13.
This year. I want to get to a point where, because when I used to compete in ISO,
Okay, so you used to compete in
I used to compete in it as well.
Oh, you was a teenager.
When I was a teenager, when I was at Douglas Anderson, I competed in photography. And at that time, Jacqueline Holmes, she was the chairperson of the program.
Look how you turned out.
And I want to get back to like what she did, because she took everyone, not just the gold medalists, the silver and the bronze medalists got to go to nationals as well to see how, how nationals is, and some of them might have not been a senior and got an opportunity to come back next year, to compete. So, I want to do that, but it takes, good funds, to be able to take all those kids or whatever. But I think, Jacksonville as a community, we're going to get back to being able to take, those silver and those bronze medalists so they can get that experience, that enrichment of being at nationals.
That'd be great. So is that what inspired you to become, have the career that you have now?
Yes, I always been an art kid. I love art, and I like to tell people, everyone is not book smart or whatnot. You have kids that are, and then you have those kids that, they are into art. That's their getaway or whatever. Sometimes I like to paint or whatnot. It helps me smooth.
My daughter Tiffany was a painter.
Oh wow!
Yeah,
I love to paint.
She had her picture hung at the Holocaust in Washington D.C.
Oh wow!
Yeah,
that's amazing.
Yeah, and the Comics Museum.
Okay, that is amazing.
Yeah, my baby was a good artist. Yeah. Yeah.
Wow. I love to paint. It like I said, it's soothing whenever you're going through anything. Sometimes it helps you escape. It helps you, it takes you art. Sometimes it takes you into, another world or whatnot. And, some of us need that sometimes from this cruel world we live in or whatnot. So that's why I definitely try to keep my kids on the straight and narrow, and they are so brilliant. Like, I just love being around the kids when we at nationals. I learn so much from them, because the world is changing and whatnot, and that's why I think I want to be that bridge, that gap with the older, more seasoned, and then the younger kids or whatnot, because they can learn so much from each other. We all can learn so much from each other because the kids are our future.
Yeah, the kids are our future.
Be taken over.
Yeah, yeah, that is so true. So, so for next year, how would students or parents be involved to get their kids registered for you guys' program?
Next year, I promise myself that I'm going to make sure that if I have to personally go to each high school and
make
speak
sure you
with
stop
someone,
by TDH.
I definitely will. But I want to, like I said, if you a high school principal or counselor and you watching this, please reach out to me. Like I said, we're looking for so many students.
With this website,
you can reach out to me at my telephone number is 904-931-5647. You can also reach out to me at ACTSOJAX00@gmail.com, and that's ITSOJAX00@gmail.com.
Jones, make sure you put that at the bottom. Excuse me, I meant to cut you off.
And you can reach out to me that way. Like I said, at Douglas Anderson this year, Mr. Franklin, he allowed me to come into the school, and we had an assembly, and I got the kids all hyped up, as we say, once they found out that they get to go to Chicago to compete if they won at the local level. That really, got them hyped up. And this year we had, I believe, more kids than we had in a while. It was 28 kids that competed on the local level this year. So that made me very proud that, my work didn't go in vain, but it's more work need to be done. But just imagine if I went into DA and, got 29 students, of course, with the students from Raines too. If I can go into every high school in Jacksonville, how many students it would be, competing. I want to see hundreds of kids on the local level competing for ISO, because it's a good program. And like I said, when you get to nationals, you see cities like Houston and New Orleans having 30 and 40 kids that they're bringing to nationals. So I want Jacksonville to get like that as well, because we have some talent here.
We do.
We got this one student, his name is Joseph Wright. He's going to be competing in dramatics and music contemporary. In July.
Okay.
And he's just a 10th grader at Douglas Anderson. And this kid, when I tell you this kid is something special, so I can't wait until he get to nationals and compete. I know I got my fingers crossed. He's going to bring us a gold medal home, along with one of our other students. I just did a radio, Impact Radio interview with her. Her name is Janine Alexander. Beautiful piano player. I mean, when you see her playing the piano, you's like, all that in this little beautiful young lady, and it's like it's so powerful. She's a classical piano that she's been to. She was at Carnegie Hall last year over the summer. So she won gold at ISO when we were in Las Vegas the year before last. So I'm really excited about her going back to nationals this year to bring us another gold home in classical piano.
Oh wow, that'll be great.
Yes, ma'am.
And I'm rooting for them, and I'm so proud of them. And hopefully the Lord will continue to bless them and make sure that they, be greater than ever.
Thank you.
And their goals and dreams come true.
Thank you.
Now, I wanted to ask you, because it's ACTSO or ACTSO?
ACT-SO.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
What that stands for?
Afro Cultural Technological Scientific Olympics.
Oh, wow. Okay. That's powerful. You got that, Jones? Okay. So, what competition, can you explain what the NAACP ACTSO competition is and its overall mission?
Like I said, the competition is basically about empowering our youth, our 9th through 12th grades in STEMs and visual arts, in the humanities, mentoring them, getting them prepared for college, or getting them prepared for the real world. A lot of the kids don't go to college. They're that special and that talented that they are ready to go out into the real working world in their arts field. Like I said, our student Samuel Nelson, he went straight out of high school from DA, the youngest ever playing MJ on Broadway. This kid last year at the National.
Come on, Michael Jackson?
Michael Jackson, he's MJ.
Oh, wow.
On Broadway. He's playing Middle Michael and Michael, and he's amazing. Like I said, the kids are able to be a part of the award ceremony, and last year Samuel basically took over the award ceremony. He did a lot of hosting for the award ceremony, and how he moved, he's so smooth, and it's like he's a really bright kid. I can't wait to get up to New York this summer to see him perform on Broadway.
So he played as Michael Jackson, but what the story of Michael Jackson, or just like he's doing the musical part?
He's doing the musical part, and he's playing Middle Michael and Michael on Broadway.
Oh, wow. Yeah, and the Michael Jackson movie, we're going to see that Saturday. Have you went to go see that
No,
yet?
ma'am, I haven't went to see it yet.
I can't wait. Me and my girls, we're going to go. They just turned 7, my twins.
Okay.
And I'm like, how y'all know about Michael Jackson? But they know about him.
Yeah, you'll be surprised.
Yeah.
You'll really be surprised. And I learned that from a lot of these young adults when we are away at ISO, when I'm hanging around them and listening to their music, and I'll be like, how you know about that song or whatever it be, interesting to see that they still, know good music as well.
My little 7-year-olds, they got old soul. They got old soul. They love the old school music and everything.
And you learn so much from the old music. I like to listen to older music when I'm creating art. I love to listen to people like Nina Simone and Lena Horne and Ella Fitzgerald. And those are way before my time, but it's just I love all types of music. I even listen to Fleetwood Mac, Gypsy, sometimes.
Oh, wow.
I have a wide range of music in.
Now, I can't understand none of the new rap. I'm sorry. That new rap music, the young, I don't know. I don't understand it. And I just stick with my old school and my R&B music.
Gotcha. Yeah, I listen to some rap, but I wouldn't say that I listen to a lot of
I don't know what they be saying.
Yeah, it's a little different than.
So I just leave it alone. I do. So how do you think in today's society that we can keep our youth from out the juvenile system? I mean, because I know at my school, I try so much to talk to them and, and instill Jesus Christ in them, which is, the old saying, God is good. So I try to teach them that if you have God inside your heart, that when things tempt you, you should be able to fight it. Just because your friend is doing it, okay, that's a part of, your friend is doing something wrong, that's a part of temptation. But if you have the Lord in your heart, you'll know how to fight temptation.
Correct.
So, but it's hard reaching our youth. It really is. It's so hard because it's just so much negativity that's out here that it grabs them before the good.
Correct.
So, I just continue to keep talking to them and talking to them and showing them love and just try to teach them. But, it's a lot.
Yeah.
The environment that they live in and, even though I grew up on Merle Avenue, okay, I didn't do half of the stuff my friends did because my mama, she instilled Christ inside of us. And we was fear of God and we was fear of our mother. So if we knew we did something that's outside of Jesus Christ, we got a whooping. And my mama didn't care where she whooped us at. But nowadays, mothers are not like that.
Right.
They want to be their friend. And it's hard to redirect them when they so used to doing it this way.
Correct.
But I just want to keep our youth from out of the streets, but it's just so hard. So do you have a plan?
I'm working on it. I hear everything you said. Same here. It was instilled in me, to be in fear of my mother. And I like to say that I was lucky because I grew up in a household with my mother and my father was there. So I do see the difference, in some kids that don't have a father figure that's there in the house with them. But I'm glad me and my younger brothers, we had a dad too in the house that really put fear. It was you're not gonna go out and not gonna do this. You have to graduate from high school. We need more parents, like that. And sometimes your kids or whatever, sometimes you can't give up on them. You have to find avenues, a way to, reach them. I had one of my teachers, I went to visit her, And she even said it. She was like, the kids aren't like you guys when you was here. She was like, they got the COVID fever. She was like, they just like zombies now or whatever. And I can kind of see it or whatever, but at the same time, I still see the greatness of them. And it's like amaze me, you know, they so smart, like 4.0 and above GPA. Our architect kid, she's doing extremely well at the University of Florida. She was on the Capitol talking about the environment, and I got her a scholarship outside of ITSO, because like I say, the work is not just with, you know, ITSO. I try to get them other scholarships, and I had a friend that his name is Darren Eakins. He graduated from D as well, and he has a scholarship out called the DeBose Foundation, and I seen him post that on Facebook. And
is it academically or
it's a STEM scholarship?
Okay.
And I immediately got on the phone with McConnell's mom, and I said, hey, I think this scholarship will work out for McConnell, because like I said, she's such a bright student. And on our way going to Charlotte last year to nationals, her mom was like, hey, Mr. Ty, McConnell got the scholarship. She got the scholarship. So I was proud to get her, you know, that scholarship, because I feel like that's what my duty is, to empower our kids and get them to different avenues. I had kids tell me, you know, that they had been accepted into schools like Howard and Morehouse and Joffrey's for dance or whatever, but they just couldn't afford it or whatever. So I also want to work with getting a scholarship within, you know, the city, you know, to help our kids that's going off to school for art be able to afford, because these art schools can be very expensive. Trust me, I know $100,000 later that art school can be very expensive, but it's definitely imperative that you do go, because it helps you masters your craft when you leave high school. Some people, they just got it. Well, they need no schooling, but some people, you know, they need the extra push, the extra knowledge. So I definitely want to, you know, do that. I want to start up something to help students get scholarships to go to these art schools that they want to go to, and also get kids involved in the NAACP period, because without the NAACP, there wouldn't be no art. So I think that we need to get more youth involved in the local NAACP. So if you're out there too, go online. If you're an adult and you want to join the NAACP, definitely.
Yeah, if you want to volunteer, go online. Where they go?
For the NAACP, you go on naacp.org.
Okay. So you guys out here there, if you want to be a volunteer for the NAACP, make sure you go online to naacp.org. So, yeah, it's a great program, you guys. This place is huge. I mean, they have a place in here where you can go get funding to help with your light bill, your rent, a pantry for food, correct? Do they have a food pantry here? Oh, no food pantry here, but they have a place here where you can get help with your bills and to take a grant class and just be a part of this great Black community of what NAACP have here. I'm quite sure they have all kind of resources. So be a volunteer, and you know, that's the first step. Be a volunteer, and things are set place like that. You never know who you meet. You have the CEO walk around here, a person who I have met a couple of weeks ago. Very nice man. He sounds very helpful and wanted to do a lot in the community. So you guys, make sure you be a part. This is our Black people culture, you know. So make sure you sign up and want to do volunteer. I definitely want to sign up and be a volunteer and be a part of this, so I can have more knowledge, so I can teach my students about what NAACP is about, and bring them along. Once they see you know, the head, then I think they'll come on in and follow me and want to do volunteer work. So community, yeah, they need volunteers. So make sure you guys go on that website and sign up.
Yeah, and like we always looking for, we had volunteers and students as well. This year we had a DA student, just wanted to simply volunteer. She didn't want to compete. Her mom was going to be a judge, and she wanted to volunteer, and we had her to volunteer, and I gladly signed off on the paperwork for her to get her credits for volunteering.
Yeah, it'll look good on your college. What is it?
I believe
college,
resumes.
Resume, yes. So make sure you guys, yeah, volunteer. Like, it's great to volunteer. It's good to do something for free. You don't always need to get paid for it. It's good to do stuff for free, okay? That's what nonprofit is about. All right, you guys, because I definitely need some of y'all to volunteer for me. But I would love to volunteer, so I will sign up. I will, and not just me, my two little twins that is 7 years old. I'm gonna make sure they volunteer too, because they need to know that things do not come with the silver spoon. No, I don't want my twins like that. I want them to know that things come by steps, okay? Hey, they got to learn the hard way. They're not gonna learn the easy way. I'm not giving them nothing easy. They're gonna get out here and volunteer and learn about what life is about. And that's how I try to teach my kids at the school as well. You got anything else to say before we leave?
Like you said it best, if you want to volunteer, or if you have a student that's in the 9th or 12th grade, tell them to please be on the lookout for more information to come about the program. Though the local competition has passed and we have already selected the 13 kids that's going to nationals this summer,
yeah.
But definitely still come and be a part of the program. And like I say, next year is the 50th anniversary of ITSO, so I can only imagine what they have in store for the 50th anniversary of ITSO. So please.
And if you give me some flyers, I will take them to the private schools that I know that goes all the way up to the 12th grade year.
Okay, thank you so much.
I take it to them, and I know they would love for their students to be a part of this.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
And I will be out to every high school, I promise, this next school year. Soon we get back from Chicago, we start running, getting ready for the next year competition.
That'll be so wonderful. So when does it start back up?
We typically, the dates are between August and September. We try to host a kickoff, and that kickoff consists of getting the information out to the kids and the parents to let them know about the program, what is the program, the different categories that the program have, and we just try to get them involved and whatnot. Local competitions always is around March, April of the next year is when we have the local competition. But all before that, we got mentors in every area that's going to work with the kids, that's going to get them prepared for the local competition. And then, like I say, once the local is over, the work still has to be done to get them prepared, because just think about you going to nationals dance-wise, you're going to be competing with girls that go to the renowned Debbie Allen for dance.
Oh, wow.
And I like to pat myself on the back. Our dancers have been winning well every year that we've gone to nationals. So just imagine you're competing against girls that's getting trained in New York, and like I said, getting trained with the Debbie Allen or whatnot. So that's really a big thing. You know?
That's amazing.
Yes,
it really is to give our community a chance. You know, some of my kids ain't never traveled from out of Jacksonville. So just imagine those kids that you guys have been involved with all these years, and they make it to national, and the first time out of Jacksonville or whatever. That's amazing.
Right. That was my first time as a kid on myself on the flight with
wow.
Ike. So my 11th grade year in high school, we were going to Milwaukee.
Wow.
And that was my first time being on a plane, and it's happened a lot, with Ike. So kids, it's a lot. It's been their first time, on the flight or whatnot. And like I said, I've been everywhere, because of Ike. So that's as a kid, and now as being the co-chair, and hopefully be chair soon, so I can take Ike so into its new heights.
Yeah, expand.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a wonderful program. It sounds like it's a wonderful program. I know it is a wonderful program, and we want to be a part of it, TDH. And I'm going to surely encourage my students to be a part of it. And I know we won't get all of them, but if we can get about 5 or 6 of them, we got some girls that loves to dance.
Okay.
And hopefully they'll be interested in the other things. You say you have dance,
you have dance, music. That's vocal contemporary, vocal classical. You have instrumental contemporary, instrumental classical. Under the visual arts, there's photography, drawing, painting, sculpture, and then you have the humanities, which is original essay, portrait written, short story, music composition, and then the STEM is a plethora. It's mathematics, biology, architecture, earth space, computer science. The list goes on, and even if you don't have any talents per se to be in ISO, the NAACP have the youth council, so they always are looking for kids as well to be a part of the youth council. It's a really good program as well, because those kids, sometimes go to nationals as well, because ISO, like I said, is a part of the NAACP. So when ISO commenced, the NAACP convention started, and that's when the youth council kids and the college kids come to wherever national's going to be at. So the kids that's a part of the youth council, they kind of get that experience as well of being at nationals as well. So it's very imperative to have more youth join the Jacksonville Youth Council as well.
That is wonderful. You guys are doing wonderful things here in Jacksonville, and I appreciate you guys.
Thank you.
So I'm excited to work with you guys next year. And if you guys want to be a part of this great movement that they have going on for 50 years. 50 years. I wish I would have knew about it when I was in high school. Well, let me see. Well, I wasn't talented doing nothing. You see, I can't sing. I used to love dressing, being in fashion.
Okay.
And but yeah, we definitely want to be a part. When you gonna bring the flyers?
I'm soon as the next school year when we start up. That's typically when we get the flyers made. Once we set in the date with Douglas Anderson, but before that, I get you. I typically have flyers made as well for our kickoff. Okay. So when we get ready to have our kickoff in September, I'll make sure to get with Ms. Ward and get with you to get those flyers
Ms. Ward too.
Okay. To get the flyers out to you guys, so you can give your students the flyers so they can come out.
And I know 5 schools personally will be a part of it.
Okay, thank you so much.
Yep. So you guys, y'all, I thank you for coming on Shanda Hot Topic.
Thank you for having me.
I really enjoyed the conversation, and his information will be on my page, and it'll be down below. So you guys, y'all make sure y'all contact him, and make sure you do that volunteer. Make sure you volunteer at the NAACP. Okay, they need volunteers, and so So do the Tiffany Dashiell Hollis Foundation. We need volunteers as well. And you guys, y'all be blessed. I love you guys, and there's nothing you can do about it. Mwah. Good night.